In our modern world, we don't have much contact with death until it happens to someone close to us. And so we don't have much practice. We don't have familiarity with that complete missing. We're taken by surprise even when we know it's going to happen any day. And so it can help, first of all, when we lose someone we love, when we lose their form, to know that our body and our mind naturally know how to let go through crying and through movements that happen when we cry. It's just as natural as an animal who has had a dangerous situation and gone into kind of paralyzed shock. Afterwards they shake so that they can function to some extent again. So we can allow that natural process, knowing that we have the company of everyone on the planet. We can feel, if not a connection to the person who has died, which sometimes we can feel a connection to our love for that person, which doesn't leave us. And so if we can feel in the moment of the pain of grief, sometimes just letting it shake us and not expecting it necessarily to get less, dropping that expectation that we shouldn't feel grief anymore 1 year later. If we do, we do. Let it be a deep love that leaves room for deep transformation for us to continue living and loving in honor and respect for that deep love with that person that we've lost, without leaving them behind or leaving them out. Letting that deep love keep us open to the deep grief, which opens us further to living and loving anyway. And that leaves room for transformation, for being the person you need to be, fully alive, friendly with death, with that absolute goneness of the form of the person and the absolutely here-ness of our love. And if in the moment of the pain of grief, we can really come into the presence of our love for that person, our appreciation of the small things that we used to love or hate when they were living. If we can stay in the presence of the love and not let it turn us into the whole web of painfulness. So we can let it hurt, but staying inside the presence of our love for the person. Because we have practiced all our lives feeling pain and being alert to pain and negativity. And so when there's something painful, it can trigger that network, that sensitivity to pain. Everything comes on. And then we're wounding ourselves. But if we let that loss open us to the presence of the strong love, the strong presence of a deep love, and we stay within that love that's beyond us, that we don't know where it came from, mysteriously deep love. We ride within that love, not allowing the negativity to take over, the sense of lack to be the strongest. We feel the presence of the love, and we let that get stronger in honor of the person who's passed and our love of them. And we feel them strengthen us, as if they are strengthening us to live the life we need to live, that we're here to live. In courage, in lightness, knowing that intense, powerful, and ultimately playful truth that any form in any moment may be gone completely forever. And that gives us a breath of air under our wings to do things that we never dreamed we'd have the courage to do. And to stop doing things we never dreamed we'd have the courage to stop doing. Just in that moment, to stop covering up the pain, but opening to what life is all about. A life that's bigger than birth and death. A life that honors the love of those who are living and dead, and lets the depth of that love that's in our bones and doesn't go away. Let the depth of that love speak to you and move you in ways that are beyond imagining. In contact with that aliveness that is deathless. And then we don't need to wait to go to heaven to meet those we've loved. We're in their company here on our earth. It's important for ourselves personally and also for our culture to integrate ourselves, to live into this deep aliveness that can be with the fact of life and death, the mystery of birth and of death. That something is more important. And what we love in the form of those we love so dearly leads into a love where the bottom drops out without leaving that person. We love that individual dearly, and we can let that love take us to a place beyond death.